Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Amina's Directory. In every episode, I try to introduce to you talented people of South Asian community residing in the USA. Today, I have Sara Rizvi, who
Assalamualaikum.
is a professional chef, and we are going to have a little bit of chit chat with Sara. Hello, Sara.
Hello, Amna. How are you?
Good.
Assalamualaikum.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Sara, it's so lovely to see Pakistani people doing something different apart from being a doctor and an engineer, though it's beautiful.
It's a good
It's
profession.
a very
too.
good professional, very
Yeah.
stable, but it's always nice to think outside the box
Yes.
for a change. And I like to interview people from all different walks of life
Mhm.
in the community.
Mhm.
So, Sara, you're a professional chef, right?
Yes, I am.
How did that happen?
That journey it's like you can say it's like a nice story, right? Like a fairy tale story. But it started off when I was only ninth grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a lot of children or young adults, I must say, don't really know what they want to do in high school. Especially in America, they don't know
Right.
that career path, which way to go.
Right.
One day I was making kofte, meatballs. My dad was making them, and my mom wasn't home. So he was like, "Sara, can you help me?"
Huh.
And I'm like, "I'm not sure because I've never done this." And my mom's like, "Oh, you don't need to be in the kitchen right now. You focus on school." And I think that's where the seed started from. That I belong in the kitchen, or
Right.
I'm supposed to be from that part of the world. You can say. When we were done, the kitchen was like as if a bomb had exploded.
Of course. I thought you would say it was spick and span.
No, it was definitely not. It looked like
Yeah.
a bomb had exploded. And
Huh.
my mom came home and she's like, "What are you guys doing?" And my dad's like, "Well, we made kofte, we made meatballs." And I mean, they turned out nice because it was his first time and my first time. But I think that's where it started
Of
from.
course.
The love and the passion that I have for food and everything else. It started because of my father, you can say.
There has to be a starting point. You
Yes.
have-
By 10th grade, I knew I wanted to take it as a career. And when I told my parents this is what I want to do as an adult, and I wanted to be a culinarian, that's the terminology used for it. It's called a culinarian.
Culinary.
Yeah.
I had a difficult time pronouncing this name.
That's fine. A lot of people do. And I then I did my bachelor's from there as well, and that was another 2 years. So I went to a 4-year culinary college. That's
So, Sara, you grew up here in the United States.
yes.
Which part of, and your parents are from Pakistan.
Yes.
So, when did they relocate here, and which part of Pakistan they are from?
We are from Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born there. I lived in Karachi till I was about 10, and then we moved when
Okay.
I was in elementary school, and my parents moved obviously with me. I moved with
So,
them.
how was your experience growing up here from childhood to
Adult.
teenager and then adulthood?
It was great. I mean, New Jersey is where my heart and soul is. I'm a totally Jersey girl. I was not born here, but bred here, you can say. I have my friends here, my family, my mother's whole entire family is here, and I love it. I wouldn't want to. Now I don't live here, unfortunately, but well, fortunately because I'm married, and I love that aspect too.
So
of
that
it.
leads to my next question. So your husband resides in Dubai.
Yes,
Dubai is, I love it. It's such a cool place to be
everybody
in.
loves Dubai.
Everybody loves Dubai. How did you get married?
Well, I met my husband. His name is Ali. I met him through my dad's cousin, and we got introduced by my dad and his cousin, and we kind of just clicked, I guess you can say, and we got along really well. So. Yeah, and I'm married to him, and I'm his wife. And
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What type of cuisine do you enjoy the most?
Okay, so
I mean, what's your specialty?
my specialty.
Yes.
So it's very it's a little example I would give you here. Doctors have doctors specialize also.
Right.
in something,
Of course. In
neurosurgeon,
every
any field.
field,
Yeah.
there is a
So
specialization.
what I did was I specialized myself in Italian cuisine.
Oh.
So I went to the 4-year college, and then I also got a certification that you could, like, you had to give a test and you had to take extra classes for that, and you could do that and you could get a certification in
Okay.
Italian cuisine. So fresh pastas, fresh breads, and everything. So I did my certification in that because I was more in. I really like that cuisine more than any other. My favorite was Italian, and I certified
So now we
myself.
know whenever we crave for Italian, guys, you know where to go, who to contact. So, Sara, do you see any change in the trend towards the Desi Shadi menu?
I do. I used to work at the Princeton Hyatt, and we had an American wedding, and we had stations set up there. It was really nice. We had a pasta station, a salad station, different kind of stations, active stations
how
they're called.
nice.
Yeah, those are called active
Right.
stations. So I remember I did that for my wedding too,
Oh,
and my
okay.
wedding was in Lahore. It was in Pakistan. So I was like, I'm gonna have different kind of food stations, like chaat station, samosa station.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I did that for my own wedding.
Where do you see yourself in the future as a chef?
I did a little bit of catering in the community when I was living in New Jersey. I did it for multiple people, and they really liked the food, and I used to enjoy it doing it too. Now that I moved to Dubai, I want to open something on my own. My dream is to open my own little cafe and to run it.
Beautiful.
And
I love it.
just something
Yeah.
very, just something that I can call my own.
Inshallah.
And then you'll come visit.
Absolutely. Ready to take the orders for the people in the community?
Well,
if you're here?
If I'm here, yes, I am. Anybody, whoever reaches out, and people find me on Facebook. People, like, all my relatives know me, and people that are friends with them, they know me too. I've been around for so long. In the part with
And
the
now
community.
Amina's directory
and,
knows you.
And yes, now Amina's directory knows me, so there's another way. I mean, it's perfect. So yeah, definitely, if I'm in town and anyone needs help, definitely let me know.
That's good to know.
So today we're just sauteing some shrimp in very little bit of paprika, salt, pepper, and one secret ingredient, which I would not tell anybody because then I wouldn't be a chef. But it's really simple, and you just saute it off. Quick 3 minutes on each side is enough, because then the shrimp becomes really like rubbery, and it has like this really not a good bite to it if you cook shrimp too much. And you always want to make it on a little medium low heat, not extremely high heat because it will burn. And you'll have like a char flavor to it if you let it go on high heat. So once it's sauteing, I'm going to add the spices to it. So this is just a little paprika and salt. Salt I always put over the shoulder for the blood.
Oh,
Just
you do?
something, yeah, I always do.
That's cool.
And a little bit of black pepper. I always like fresh ground black pepper, not the store-bought. So you always, if you have a spice grinder, it's easier just to like pulse it yourself. So I'm going to just dish this out because this is done, and then I will show you what the finished product looks like.
So you have tomatoes.
I have little cherry tomatoes. I have lettuce. This lettuce.
Is this lettuce?
It is lettuce. What I've done to it, this is called a chiffonade in the culinary.
Chiffonade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can call it confetti.
Confetti.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like confetti.
It is. It's like,
Yeah.
here, I'll show you. These are phyllo dough cups.
Okay.
They're very, you can find them anywhere, or you can make them at home. Okay, so this is the shrimp. That's, the tail is off.
That goes inside.
Yep. So it's gonna go inside. And you can put like a few strands of the confetti. Put a cherry tomato, just because I love tomatoes.
Oh, me too.
And this is the secret ingredient that I was talking about. This is my sauce that I make at home.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I make it from scratch. And it goes right on top. And I will ask Amna to definitely try it.
Of course. This looks so tempting.
There's a saying, Amnaji, in our culinarian term.
Yes.
People eat with their eyes first.
Right. You're right.
I'll tell you a little story about my husband and I, how he started eating shrimp. So he never used to eat shrimp before I met him and stuff, and it was funny. I made it for him, and I made him dynamite shrimp, and he absolutely adored it, and he loved it, and that's when he ate it for the first time, and he's like, oh yeah, this is good. So that's like if it's if it looks good and if it tastes good too, definitely gonna eat
People
it.
would like to
People
try it
would
out.
like to try new
Absolutely.
things because a lot of people
Absolutely.
have their palates set to a certain way.
Yes.
But I think it's always good to think outside of the box, and you should always try new stuff. So if it looks pretty, you're gonna eat it.
Absolutely. So I am going to try Dynamite Poppers by Sara Rizvi. I'm the lucky one, right? Okay. Sara, I have a dynamite inside my mouth. It's absolutely delicious. It's spicy, it has that kick to it. And the shrimps are not at all overdone. They're not undercooked and they're not overcooked. I love it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my episode. Next time, if you want to eat Italian or international cuisine, contact Sara Rizvi. She lives in Dubai and she lives in Princeton, New Jersey. Take care. I hope you enjoyed.